Yes, good evening, everyone. And I wish you, everyone, a very happy new year and a prosperous new year ahead. So, today, this evening is definitely a special one. And, as we are just came came together so to celebrate this and to celebrate our global yoga festival, which is initiated by Swasti Yoga Center under the concept of Vasudev Kutumbakam, wherein everyone should be enlightened with the knowledge and wisdom. So why we have a global yoga festival, will I just give a short spotlight on that, and then we'll be moving ahead with the introduction of today's speaker. So, Swasti Yoga Center welcomes you all for Global Yoga Festival, and we are celebrating 75 years of India's independence. So, we are launching a year-long celebration from August to commemorate 75 years of independence with a slew of programs for global audience, encouraging yoga for health and well-being. So we have more than 8 categories, 50 plus topics, 75 plus programs and workshops, and 50 plus speakers from all over the world, 30 plus countries. So and there will be a different kind of activities, and we all will be gained with the knowledge. And so herein, I would just like to give a insight of today's speaker under this concept. So she will be taking simple meditation practices for beginners, and this will be taken by Jyoti Mahadikar, right? And I just want to give a small brief about her, that she is, yeah, so she is a yoga wellness instructor. Her educational qualification is bachelor's degree in commerce and executive program in retail management from IIM Calcutta. Okay, and profession, she is working as a consultant for a German multinational software corporation in Bangalore, India, and having a 14 years of experience in corporate. So while in yoga, she has completed 3 months basic yoga practices with Jyoti Yoga Center, Bangalore. Currently, she's pursuing level 2 yoga wellness instructor program with Swasti Yoga Center. It's a great honor to have Jyoti Mahadikar as our student and as our today's speaker. So I just want to call Jyoti ma'am to please take over the session and just share her insights on simple meditation practices for beginners. Over to you, Jyoti ma'am.
Thank you, Mansi. That's a wonderful introduction. Thank you. Welcome. Hi, everyone. Namaste. First of all, I want to wish Happy New Year. This is really a great opportunity to start the new year with this session. For this, I would like to thank Swasti Yoga Center, especially Dr. Vikas and Dr. Shweta ma'am for their guidance and support, and also Deepali ji for coordinating with me for this session. I'm really grateful for this wonderful opportunity by the Swasti Yoga Center. Thank you. And we will start the session first with the Om chanting, 3 rounds of Om chanting and the yoga prayer, and then we'll move on to the topic. And also, I would like to thank each and everyone for joining this Zoom call. Happy New Year to you all. Let's just sit normal posture. It could be Padmasana or it could be normal cross-legged position. And just start breathing normally for a few minutes. Breathe slowly. Take small breaths initially, then gradually increase. Start to breathe deeply, slowly, for a few moments. Just inhale and exhale. And then take a deep breath in, and then while exhaling the breath, start chanting Om. And then go back to normal breathing. Take a deep breath while exhaling. Chant the Om. Go back to normal breathing. Take a deep breath. Namaste. Now we will do the yoga prayer. Yogena chityasya padeya vacha malam charyasya chavaidakena yopakarotam pravaram muninam patanjali prajayalosi. By saluting Patanjali sage, I would like to start my topic for today, simple meditation practices for beginners. So first we will understand what is meditation. Could you please move to the next slide? Yeah. So anyone can tell me what is meditation? Whatever your understanding, as per your understanding. Mansiji?
Yes, actually, my definition of meditation is quite simple, that it really helps us to motivate, go deeper inside of, we are in so much of chaos in this today's modern world with the stress. So to meditate is to look inside, go inside, and feel more joyful, peaceful from within. So this is, and finding our own spirituality and moving towards dharana, dhyana, and samadhi. So this is my definition of meditation. Yes.
Thank you, Mansiji. Sorry for putting on your
No, it's okay.
On the
Complete.
spot. Yeah, thank you so much. So it's very common term, meditation nowadays. It's very common. Even in the corporate centers also we are using meditation for the well-being, for the productivity. So first time when we hear meditation, we always think about dhyana. And it's not related to religious, even though every religion has meditation in a way. Could be Hinduism, Jainism, Buddhism, Sikhism, even in Christianity, and even in Muslims. So everyone follows a meditation, but they give different kinds of definitions and names. So it is they're more dominantly in our Eastern traditions. When we look at our Ayurvedic practices in India, so yoga and meditation are like interlinked. It's just part of our culture. So the same way, even in other countries, like for example, China and Japan, it's part of their medicine therapies. So this exists in the world for more than 1,000 years, more than 1,000 years. And a lot of definitions are there for meditation. Meditation can be defined in many ways, but I would like to define is the progressive way of quietening the mind. It can, it's a process. It's not a one-day achievement. We cannot just stop thinking because every human being, on an average, there are studies we have in the past. They said human being thinks, or a human being has average of 12,000 to 60,000 thoughts per day. But the new study says more than 6,200 thoughts in a day, average human being has. And most of them are 80% are negative and 95% are repetitive. So we will be always thinking. So meditation is help us to calm our mind and achieve that no thinking zone, we can call it, or a stillness without having a single thought. It's very difficult nowadays. Even in the past also it was difficult. However, now with a lot of what you say, the industry, the technology, and we are exposed to social media and a lot of other things. For example, internet has made us our life go on live, even though we are sitting at home and we can do each and every part of our job without going to offices. If you see now, pandemic has given us that opportunity. So we are constantly, busy with our life. And also nowadays, one more thing what I have observed, including me and everyone, most of the people here, is we are always bothered about some or the other tasks. While we are doing one task, for example, I'm working, I'll be thinking about something personal. It could be about personal life, or it could be about my sleep. So we are not focusing on the now moment. We are always thinking on something. While we are working, we'll be back at home. While we are at home, we will be back thinking about our work. What could be we will be doing next day, or we could be thinking about our past. So always occupied with the thoughts. So meditation will help us to quiet the mind by reducing the thoughts. And the first thing when we say meditation, it will only help to quiet the mind by reducing thoughts. But eventually, the real reason of meditation is to connect with our soul or a spirit. So that is the motto of the meditation. I hope this will help you to clarify the meditation. And there are many type of meditations, but mainly, broadly, we have two types. So one is concentrative meditation, another one is mindfulness meditation. So I'll tell you what is concentrative meditation. Concentrative meditation is a single point concentration, where in concentrative meditation also we have four types, or breath concentration, mantra concentration, or a sound concentration, you can call it. And the third one is form concentration, and the fourth one is formless concentration. Breath concentration is very common for beginners. where you breathe in and breathe out and just observe your breath, just the normal breath. You are not doing any pranayama or you're not doing any special breathing exercises here. You're just observing your breath, how it feels inhaling, how it feels exhaling. Just inhale and exhale. This is the one type of concentrative meditation where you are just focusing on one thing at a time. And the second one is a sound meditation or a mantra meditation, where you can be listening to a mantra, where it can be repetitive, anything it could be. It's not like you're chanting the mantra, you're listening to the mantra. That's the sound mantra. Or you can play a music, whichever, or a mild music, quiet music, or you can just chant any mantra. It could be, you're not chanting verbally, but you are recalling in your mind. Because what happens sometimes, we will be chanting the mantra, but our mind still wanders, but that will not help us, because meditation is to calm our mind, calm our thoughts. We have to bring down our attention to the now. So that is the motto of the meditation. And the third one is the form meditation. What that means is, it's not like you're looking at one object or you're focusing on a one object. It's not that called. Form meditation means you visualize an image, or you can just sit in a normal posture and just observe your surroundings and see what is there in front of you. You capture that image or a visual in your internal eye and close your eyes and hold that image for some time. That will fade away in a fraction of seconds, because you're just a beginner. But the person who has meditated for a very, very long time and he's an expert can hold that image for a longer period. If you try that now, like you just open your eyes and look at anything, any image or any visual, and try to hold that image by closing your eye in an internal eye and just watch that. In fraction of seconds, it just fades away, because you're not meditating it. So that's how it fades away. But if you start meditating, you can hold that form for a longer period. But don't worry, even if it fades away, you can always reopen your eyes and look at that form, and then go back to closing the eyes and visual that form in an internal eye. And the next one is a formless meditation, formless concentrative meditation. What that means is, it's very difficult. It's like not having a single thought. Like a Sadguru says, he doesn't have any thoughts. He's in stillness always. He doesn't get any thought. It's a very difficult phase to achieve. But if you achieve, it's really great. But for a beginners, you cannot start with the stillness, but still you can try. However, your thoughts may keep coming to you, but no need to worry. You can just observe that each and every thought and let it go. You don't have to analyze the thought. You don't have to think about it. You just concentration on the now part. So that is about concentrative meditation, like focusing on one thing: breath, mantra, or a sound, form, or a formless. And we move on to next one is mindfulness meditation. What is mindfulness? As simple as that, we say most of the time, mindfulness is being in the present and being aware of the situation. But the tricky thing is, that's not only the explanation of mindfulness. Being in the now is fine. Being aware of that now is also fine. But sometimes, like I said earlier, we will be thinking always some or other things. Like, for example, when we are working, we are thinking back at home, what's happening? Or when we are at home, we'll be worrying about our job at office. Or when we are sleeping, we will be thinking about the coming up events or any important task for the next day. And when that comes, then we will be feeling sleepy because we couldn't sleep last night because of that. So in mindfulness, I can, how to be mindfulness in a meditation. You can ask 3 questions to yourself. First one is, what is that I am doing right now? Like whenever you have this question, when you're working, you think about your future or past. First question you should ask yourself, what is that I should be doing right now? Or what is that I'm doing right now? I can say, for example, I'm thinking. What is that? The second question should be, what is that I should be doing right now? I should be eating peacefully. So that is my answer for the second question. So instead of eating, instead of focusing on my food, what is there on my plate, I am mindlessly thinking. So I'm not focusing on the task at hand. And the third question you should ask, what is that required you should do? Like perform an act. What is required you to do right now? Suppose you have to eat, then just do it. Do the act. Take action. So the 3 questions to achieve the mindful meditation. First one is, what am I doing right now? What should I be doing right now? Because sometimes we will be doing things which are not required to do. And nobody is going to tell us what you should do, because it's our life. We are the ones who has to decide what should be we doing. So first question is, what am I doing right now? What should I be doing right now? And do it was what you should be doing. Just process the act. So that's how you can be always on a mindfulness meditation or a mindfulness way of living. So this helps us unnecessarily bothering about the stuff. Either it could be your past, it could be your future, it could be anything. And nowadays, because of a lot of stress and anxiety, people are getting into depression because, like I said, they'll always be performing tasks by thinking about some or other thing. They are not in the present moment. They are not aware of the present moment. They are not aware of their actions in each and everyday life. They are always worried about some or other stuff. So that's bringing them to putting into depression. So nowadays, therapists are using this technique to treat them. There are 2 ways of treating them by using a mindful meditation that is called MBSR and MBCT, which means mindfulness-based stress reduction and mindfulness-based cognitive therapy, where they will take people in groups and they'll have a number of activities they'll perform for a few days till the patient feels out of the depression, or just they help the journey of loving themselves and being on a mindfulness meditation in a day-to-day life. That's about the types. Now we'll move on to the next one. How to practice. Okay, now we know what is meditation, what are the types of meditation. So how to practice? It's very simple. There are many ways of practicing. So since this topic is for beginners, so we will concentrate on more on the beginners point of view. So first thing is the spot, place where you should be performing this task. It could be any place. It could be at your workplace. It could be at your home. It could be under nature. It could be in the park or anywhere where you have less distractions. For a less distraction or a free of distraction, maybe you can turn off your television or and phone. Nowadays, we cannot turn off our phone, so we can put it on a silent mode if we can. If we have that privilege, we can turn off the phone and turn off the television and sit in a quiet spot. And first time if we are doing, obviously we should put a time limit, because we cannot start meditating for a half an hour or a 1 hour, because it's not going to help in the beginning. So maybe 5 minutes, minimum 5 minutes. If you cannot do it for 5 minutes, you can at least do it for 1 or 2 minutes, but set the time limit. You can put an alarm for it, because you don't have to think, okay, how many minutes I have been doing, because when you start meditating, the time flies very, very slow. But if you're watching a web series or anything on the net, the time flies so quick. But when you're meditating, when you're sitting in still, by concentrating on breath, the time flies very, very slow. So it's always better to put an alarm of 5 minutes or 2 minutes, whatever is comfortable for you. And always do it same time, every day, same time. It could be early in the morning, or it could be before you go to bed, whatever is comfortable for you. And third one is pay attention to your body and get comfortable. So you always first focus on your breath and just observe the breath, how the breath moves inside and it comes outside, and any sensation in your body, anything around your surroundings. Just try to pay attention to your body, and also sit in a comfortable position, because you will be sitting for several minutes. So you should not feel uncomfortable, because that's going to distract from you from doing the meditation. So you're sitting on a floor or sit in a chair with a crossed leg, or lie down on the floor, whatever is comfortable for you, because the comfort is the key here. Because the more your comfort, the more you focus on your meditation. And focus on your breathing. So initially we will start with obviously the breathe concentrative meditation. Then we can move to different types of meditations, because that's the easiest one, concentrating on our breath. So initially you will see a lot of thoughts coming in, but still try to just ignore, just let it go, and then again bring the attention back to your breath. And the next one is notice your thoughts. Like I said, the mind is going to wander. You may be thinking something even while meditating. It could be after meditation, where you should go, what you should be doing, or anything. It could be about your life. But it's okay. The thoughts come in and thoughts go. So you just focus on the breath again. Come back to breath and focus on the breath. Okay, so we know what is meditation, types of meditation, how to practice it. So if you have a question like, why should someone meditate? What is the benefit of meditation? First thing is the stress management part, because if we have stress, automatically we will not get good sleep. If we not get good sleep, we get irritated, and if we get irritated, we are not going to communicate with other people nicely, and then we will have a relationship problems, and biologically we will have heart rate speeds up, or blood pressure speeding up, and immunity is going to compromised. So the first important benefit of meditation is managing the stress. So when you start to learn managing stress, that will automatically help your physical health, mental health, and emotional well-being. So automatically it will make your life very, very good. Like you will have a good quality of life. Just to mention few examples here, I have listed like improved immunity, improved working memory, emotional well-being. So totally it's overall health, physical, mental, and emotional well-being by doing the meditation. And also the end of goal, once you achieve like managing stress, like for example, you might have heard Deepak Chopra. He has been doing meditation for more than 40 years. So obviously he will not be doing the meditation for a stress management, because he is not having any stress in his life. As he says, he does the meditation to connect with his spirit and soul. So the end goal of the meditation is to connect to your spirit and the soul and open the door for your soul. That's like really, it's a big improvement, and that may require a lot of practice. But if you eventually do it every day, you will reach it. It will open for your, it will open the door for connecting to your spirit, soul, and not having a fear for death, and a lot of possibilities. That's the benefits of meditation. Okay, tips for meditating. So like I said, we cannot do it for a longer period. So we should always start slow. Like you can just start from 5 to 10 minutes, or minimum 1 to 2 minutes also fine. And gradually you can increase the time and set a schedule. So this is very important, having a time for the meditation, same time every day is going to benefit, so that it will be in your routine. You're not going to miss out on that. And get comfortable. Like I said, comfort is the key. Sit in a comfortable position where you can sit for several minutes without having any issues like stiffness, restlessness, relaxing way. You can, and focus on what you're feeling. So just observe your breath and the sensation in your body, and just try to feel whatever you're feeling. There are no judgments. Don't try to suppress feelings. Okay. For example, when you said, you will have a lot of thoughts. Like I said, average human being thinks more than 12,000 to 16,000. The old study says, and the new study says, it's more than 6,200 thoughts. So most of them are negative, and most of them are repetitive. So don't judge your thoughts. Like, just let them go, let it be. You're not going to analyze the thoughts. Just bring your awareness on the breath. Let come the thoughts and go, and then bring your focus on the breath. That's all the tips. Yeah, I have one video on YouTube. I have just taken that link. If we can perform this 5-minute meditation, you can put this music on, or you can do this music meditation anywhere, just to start beginning. Can we play that meditation?
Yes, I would just share it to you.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes, till then, we will just prepare ourselves. Make your environment comfortable for meditation.
It's okay. Your mind is going to wander. You may get lost in this 5 minutes also, but don't worry. Just try to bring your attention to that voice. It's a guided meditation. So just try to listen to the audio. Close your eyes. Sit in a dhyana mudra or whatever position you're comfortable in.
And allowing yourself even just a few short minutes of intentional reflection can really have a positive impact on the rest of your day. So let's use these next few minutes to come back to center and set an intention for the rest of your day. Move into a comfortable position, whether you're seated at your desk at work or laying on the couch at home, and gently close your eyes and shift all of your attention onto your breathing, taking slower, deeper breaths than you've taken all day so far. Taking a deep breath in through your nose and slowly letting it out through your mouth. And continuing to breathe that way, feeling your lungs expand out as you inhale and contract back in as you exhale. Tune into your body, noticing how it feels. Noticing if there's anything that it's trying to tell you. Notice any place of tension or tightness in your body. And give those areas permission to relax, sending love into those areas. Thank your body for taking such good care of you, and let it know that it's okay to rest and relax for these next few minutes. You may notice that your mind starts to wander off. That's okay. That's natural. Just notice it and bring your attention back to your body, using your breath as your anchor. Try to picture one thing that's happened today that's made you smile, or made you thankful or appreciative. And just let that feeling fill you up for a moment. Breathe that feeling in from the top of your head to the tips of your toes. And allow yourself to smile if that feels natural. Now focus on something that you can do today, whether it's for yourself or for someone else, that will allow you to continue feeling this way. It could be something as small as deciding to go to bed early tonight, so that you have time to finally read that book that's been on your bedside table. Or the joy of getting dinner with a close friend. What's one little thing you can plan for your day to bring that intentional joy to it? Now just focus on that for a few minutes. Sit in that feeling of joy and peace. Let's take a few more deep breaths together. A deep breath in, feeling your lungs expand out as you inhale, and everything contract back in as you exhale. Again, an even deeper breath than the one before it, holding that breath for a beat, and exhaling everything out. Last time, your deepest breath yet, sending that breath through your entire body. And exhale it out. And in your own time, slowly bring your awareness back to where you are. And thank yourself for taking these few minutes to just be intentional and kind to yourself. And when you're ready, you can gently open your eyes and enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you. Thank you for playing that.
Yes, thank you very much, Jyoti ji.
Thank you, sir. So next is Q&A. Before that, I would like to do a prayer, Shanti Mantra, then we can keep it open for the Q&A. Before that, I would like to just share a few things on the meditation, just to conclude overall. Instead of thinking it's a boring topic, it's not just sitting in one place and just focusing on a breath. That's not meditation. You think in this way, like how I can implement meditation in a day-to-day life. What is meditation? Being aware, being in the right moment. So whatever it could be you're doing everyday chores, like washing utensils, cooking, driving, or eating food, working, just focus on each and every aspect of it. Be in that moment. When you're cooking, just observe how it, the sparkles, in the food, and the colors, what you are adding, the ingredients. And while driving, just try to observe the surroundings. Be aware of that situation or a current environment. For example, if you're working, focus on each and every step what you are doing, so that you can increase your productivity. While having food also, you can just focus on each and every bite. Look at the taste, feel the taste, look at the color of the food. Just be in that present moment and be aware of it. And ask these 3 questions. What am I doing right now? Is that what I should be doing? If yes, then do it. Just act on it. Because we have a lot of thoughts in mind. Just to give, for example, for a concentrative meditation, if we focus on one thing, how it is beneficial. For example, sun, it's warm, but it's everywhere. So we don't feel the burning sensation. But if we use the lens and try to focus on one area by passing those sun's beam, it can burn that object. The same way for a waterfall also, like if the water is falling from a very low, height place, it can break through the stone. So, but if it is in a waterfall, it's all over the place. Then it won't break through the stone. So the same way, we have a lot of thoughts, but if we focus on one thought and connect, we can achieve our goals and ambitions. So try to implement in a everyday life instead of making it boring. So I would like to conclude that. I hope this helps for the beginners. And we'll do Om Mantra, and then we'll keep it open the Q&A sessions. Close your eyes. Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahanam Bhunaktu Saviram Karavavahai O Tejasvinamavitamastu Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Rub your palms on your eyes. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Jyoti ma'am. It was a really wonderful session. And the way you addressed the concentrative meditation and mindfulness meditation, this will beautifully, you addressed all the, parts of meditation and how it can be practiced and implemented in our daily lives. In the same way, you also addressed that it can manage the stress levels and improve anxiety, depression, and sleep disorders with pain issues and high BP management. It can be there. So, along with you also shared some practical tips to follow the meditation and how to get started with that if you are a beginner. Actually, this whole session is dedicated to beginners only because people wants to do asanas and exercise and everything, but they are not interested, really not interested in doing pranayam. But one thing is very basic. If you really want to improve your asana practice, you should do meditation and focus and have a breathing practice. This is a very basic thing written in our ancient books, but really it is not followed. So you gave a really proper tips to follow those things, like starting very slow, setting a schedule for that, and then having a comfortable position. All these things are very small, but yes, it contributes a really long way to be meditative in your practices. And it is really okay to have thoughts, but when you close your eyes, it is an indication that you really want to meditate. It will be just 1 month that you will be having 12 to 15 thousands of thought, but in the next month it will definitely going to be reduced by 50 to 70%, and gradually you can have a practice of that. And maybe over a period of time you will be helping others how to meditate. So it is, even if thoughts are coming, just don't let this thing that thoughts are coming, what should I do. Start with simple basic practices like as told by Jyoti ma'am. So and a very beautiful practical session you also gave us. So that just bring peace in all of our mind who are joined today to you. So I just want everyone who have any Q&A to Jyoti ma'am can put up their questions in chat box, or directly you can unmute yourself and talk to her. Yes.
Thank you, Mansiji, for that brief.
Yeah, I think Leon sir will be asking you, or will be saying something. Yes, sir, please go ahead.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Jyoti. Sorry for the pronunciation, but yes, it was very interesting because I think a lot of idea, because I have I'm in France, and I have a lot of students that they don't know what is really meditation, what to do, and I think it was very important for me to use your presentation to explain for my students what is meditation and what they can do to approach this kind of meditation. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much for the kind words.
Thank you so much, sir. So now it's I'm giving the handovering the session to Vikas Chote sir for student facilitation. So sir, over to you.
Yes, definitely. So I would request everyone to please unmute themselves and give a very big round of applause to Jyoti ji.
Thank you, everyone.
And before I say anything, the smile, the calmness, the peace that you can see on everybody's face is evident enough for the nature of the presentation and the talk. Again, I congratulate Jyoti ji for giving her best, her efforts in having an in-depth study for understanding the problems that are faced by the beginners, where people feel that this topic is quite simple, easy, but when you start getting into it, you realize it is not that easy and it has many challenges. So thank you very much for highlighting these challenges and also giving simple tips so that the beginners can move ahead and overcome the obstacles. Again, as you rightly pointed out, that enjoying every moment of the life is very important. In fact, that's what meditation is. So if you're enjoying that Netflix serial, you are meditating. If you're enjoying that chat with your friend, you are meditating. If you have a call to some friend of yours on a New Year Eve, that is meditation. The only thing is we are not aware of that. And you, with your presentation, you made people understand that what we are doing is meditation. The only thing is that somewhere we are in such a race that we are not able to enjoy that. Wonderful, Jyoti ji. And after all, at the end, it's been said that the 1% practice is more important than the 99% theory. So that is what we experienced it. Thank you very much. Yes, Jyoti ji.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you so much for providing me this platform, for this opportunity. Thank you so much.
Yeah, a pleasure. So over to you, Mansi ji, for the further part. Thank you, Mansi.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir, for all these words and really setting an inspiration for all of us so that we can move ahead. So yes, thank you, Jyoti ma'am. And now for tomorrow, it is again a very interesting session about importance of ancient wisdom to understand the real message of yoga. So this is again, this is a great speaker called Dr. Manmat Gharote sir. And please don't miss out on this session. Ask your friends and family to join this session also, because his insights are really researchful. After so much of experience, he will be talking on all these topics. Do join on this session so that you can enhance your knowledge. So thank you, Vikas sir. Thank you, Shweta ma'am, for going through this, your Global Yoga Festival. Thank you everyone for joining in. Once again, Happy New Year. May this evening brings joy, prosperity, and health, well-being, and we can have multifolds prosperity in all of our lives. Thank you so much, and do join us tomorrow and all of the coming Saturdays and Sundays. We are also live on Instagram, Facebook, and the series are also put on YouTube. So do join and inspire your friends and family to join here. Thank you so much. Namaste.
Yes, and hope like the way you can see in the photo, maybe this year physically we can someday join.
Yes, but definitely we are just looking forward that we can again have a click like this with more people.
With more people, all of us together. Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Have a wonderful evening. Namaste.
Namaste.